Near mint condition, the home of collected editions. And check out that eye, that's exactly what we want to see. Woo, look at that panel, baby. And that, as they say, is that. What's going on, all you minties? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions, and join me today for my overview of the Jack Kirby's Mr. Miracle Artist Edition from IDW. So join me. And welcome back, everybody. Before going any further, a big thank you to the folks at IDW for sending us a copy of this artist edition. This artist edition that I'm about to open here is due out in the direct market and book market on June 24th or 25th, depending on where you get your books. So, like all the other artist editions from IDW, this is packed in this cardboard box and it's wrapped in plastic. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna get it out of the plastic. Go. And all right, so here it is out of the plastic. Jack Kirby, Mr. Miracle Artist Edition. And there he is himself, Mr. Miracle, with the head sketch right there. Jack Kirby, Mr. Miracle Artist Edition. And the IDW logo down there, and the Jack Kirby signature in the back. Now, if you're not familiar with these artist editions, they are the size of the original art pages that the artists use, hence the title Artist Edition. So they are a lot bigger than, say, your omnibus editions, which we'll do a comparison here when we open up the book. And even bigger than your absolute editions that are still in the slipcase. I haven't even taken it out of the slipcase. So that's how big these books are. So what we're going to do is open the book up and check out some of this artwork in here to kind of give you an idea of what exactly is collected in here. And we'll look at the build and, of course, the type of paper stock they use. But let's go ahead and do that, and we'll do a comparison to the absolute and the omni. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. There you have Mr. Miracle himself, and of course the end sheet of Big Barda. Oh my gosh, that's so gorgeous. I believe this was previously released before, if I'm not mistaken. So there we have Jack Kirby, Mr. Miracle, the artist edition, and about the IDW publishing side of things over there, the special thanks over here, dedicated to Jack Kirby, the King of Comics, designed by Randall Dahlk, and then, of course, edited by Scott Dunbier. Story and art by Jack Kirby, inks by Vince Coletta for issues 2 and 3, and Mike Royer for issues 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Letters by John Costanza and Mike Royer, and then additional script by Mark Evanier for issue 6, page 11. So Jack Kirby's Mr. Miracle Artist Edition is part of an ongoing series, one dedicated to showcasing the outstanding artists in a format as special as their work deserves. So it gives you a little bit of information about the artist edition in case you're not familiar with artist editions. Table of contents right here. So it does include Mr. Miracle 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Plus more, right? Let's find out what the more is here in a little bit. So there he is, scot-free, Mr. Miracle, issue number 2, with Granny Goodness right there. So this is the that's the very first page. Very cool. And what I'm going to do is compare it, of course, to the omnibus and also the absolute edition. What's interesting, though, is that these pages are flipped in my omnibus. So maybe I've been reading it wrong, because that does say page 2 and this says page 3. And 4 and 5, 6. I think it's missing some pages. So it is missing some pages, right? It's not going to have everything. It's not going to have the whole issue. But it does have a lot of the oh my gosh, just seeing Jack Kirby's original art is crazy. And Nothing wrong with the colors, but just how much of that is lost within the colors. 'Cause I still remember this just being kind of like a flat blue, if I'm not mistaken. Like, because this is just a computer, so it's something in the background. And then these guys just having like green or maybe blue. We'll look at it in the Omnibus and in the Absolute Edition when I get those out. And it's crazy how some of it is just like, embedded in my head. This is not scanned from the original art right here. So they do tell you when it's scanned from original artwork. You can see the blue pencil work right there. Dark Side. And look at that. And here we have issue number 3, The Paranoid Pill. So we're not going to flip through all of it. But we are going to this Oberon and Scott Free again. And then when he changes into Mr. Miracle. It's classic. I love that angle that Jack Kirby used. Holy mother of God. Wow. You know, I remember when I was looking at that Jack Kirby Love and War. And I thought, you know, in my younger age, I didn't think that Kirby's women were gorgeous or classy looking. And the older I got, I think it was in my 30s, I started to acknowledge just how beautiful his women were. And now I just find some of them drop dead gorgeous. Of course, depending on the inker sometimes, but my gosh. Wow. That is stunning. It's a classic image right there of Mr. Miracle and Barda right there. And I think that's the same. Yeah, that's the panel they use for here. I love when that design is there. They've been doing that for so many of these big books. So I do think that this was previously collected before this particular artist edition. Hey, Master Funky. Maybe Stanley. And it went out of print, and just like IDW has been doing for past artist editions, they've been reprinting them again. And this is the inks of Mike Royer. So you do have, you know, the classic Vince Colletta and Jack Kirby team up here. And then you've got Mike Royer. And you can see the differences. Little Kirby crackle in the background there, but then we get more crackle there. And sometimes there's subtle differences, right? And everybody has their favorite Jack Kirby inker. A lot of granny goodness in these issues. These are, again, pages not scanned from the original art. But like 99% of the book is all scanned from original artwork. Metron back there in the background. We still got some new gods. This is the stuff that I wanted to see, because here's what we have here in the... Oh, wow. It's a fold out here of an early presentation piece. And then you have the double page spreads from Mr. Miracle number 11 right here. Wow. That's beautiful. You have pencil illustrations. And then covers right here. Super Escape artist, Mr. Miracle number 12. So I wonder what this one is. Doesn't look like it's from an original piece. It's a cover, page 180. Yeah, okay, maybe it is. Splash page right there. Oh, and some more splash pages. And then, of course, the biography on the king. Let's go back to the very beginning, because this is like all the other artist editions, that it is sewn binding. Here. 160 pages and printed in this really thick matte paper stock. I wanted to come back to this because let's compare it to the Omnibus first. So we've got the Omni over here, and again, the first pages. And let's move on to page 2 and 3 within the story. These are ones that are flipped over here. Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder why that is. So this is page 2 over here, and then page 3 is over here, but just how much the color adds to that artwork. It's just so different. Oh, I wanted to look at the machinery here. Let me see if I can find what I was talking about. But like something like this. It's just all of those details. It's just nothing but like 3 tones of blue, or rather 2 and some black. But I wanted to go to that Granny Goodness page where she was looking at the computer. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, I was right. It was blue, and it was blue here, not green. But it's just like 1 tone, right? Whereas the original art just shows all that detail and the buttons, and they all look different. Whereas over here, it's just like 1 flat layer, and there's Granny Goodness, of course. And just looking right there. Let's get the Absolute Edition out. And of course, the obvious thing is the size, right? Size of the book, the original size. This is the Absolute Edition. And I wanted to go to just one more page to compare just the Absolute. Let's get the Omnibus out of the way here. To the Artist Edition. So let's go to this page. There we go. And just how much bigger it is. I don't want to compare the one on the right because that one is not from the original art, but just the original art here compared to the Absolute Edition. And just how much either the colors add or take away. But just to kind of give you an idea of the beauty that is in the original art here of Jack Kirby's Mr. Miracle. So it's nothing but Mr. Miracle. So no other Fourth World characters. I mean, Fourth World characters do appear, but it's just the comic itself and Mr. Miracle. But that is it. That, as they say, is that. If you're interested in purchasing this artist edition, don't forget to check out our sponsors.
If you're in Europe and you're interested in buying these books, definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices, flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries, emails answered within 24 hours, waltzcomicshop.com, and you can use the code nearmintcondition at checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding!
CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget, the CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more.
And that was the content, the page count, and build of this latest artist edition from IDW. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Don't forget to smash that like button. And let me know if you're picking this up. And if you have other artist edition, or if you just get like one particular artist like Jack Kirby, or if you like more of the modern art, and what other artists you would love to see get an artist edition book. And if you have any questions, leave those down below. Smash that like button on the way out. Everyone stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.